On the floor to start for the Lady Lions will be Tessa Dolce, Brianna Davis, Laurel Amy, Janelle Brown, and Shanique Mattis. And we are running at the Cub. Tessa actually won that tap, but Salisbury first to the basketball. So the possession arrow will go to the Lady Lions the first time that occurs.
Looks like they're going with a bit of a matchup zone 2 to start on the defensive end. Good block there by Tessa.
That was Kaylin French inside, getting rejected by Tessa. French is their second leading scorer, 9.9 a game. This Salisbury team only has one player averaging double figures this year.
Pretty amazing. I mean, that's one thing that you could look at their offense and say, that's high functionality coming out. They're able to spread the ball, get everyone involved, and you don't necessarily have to rely on one player to do the bulk of the scoring for you, as Brianna throws that one away and Salisbury's off and running. But for Salisbury's offense, when you're able to spread the wealth like that, you can attack the defense from many different players and not have to rely on just one person to do the bulk of the scoring.
Jesse Jacobellis gets the first bucket of the afternoon. 2-0 for the visitors, just a minute in.
Looks like Salisbury going with a bit of a 2-3 zone themselves here.
That entry pass way too far for Tessa. And here come the Gulls again. Right side, mid-range jumper, too strong from Morgan Grubb. And it'll be Lady Lions basketball. That double-digit scorer for the Seagulls is Megan Koenig. She wears jersey number 24. She is not on the floor currently. Laurel had an open look, skipped it across to Shanique for three. Down it goes.
Good look there by Laurel, but with Laurel coming across that baseline right there, it was just Tessa and the person guarding her on the block. If Tessa's able to set a screen right there, Laurel has an even better opportunity coming off a screen there and getting an open three herself.
Kaylin French with the jumper from the foul line. A little bit of a dangerous pass across the top there last time, too. And that one goes right through the wickets on the entry. Three-pointer on the way and good from Mary McDonough.
And not a good start for the Lady Lions on that possession right there. Both Tessa and Shanique jogging back while Salisbury had the 5-on-3 advantage. You can't worry about what just happened. You have to think about the next play, get back and stop the transition three, which just happened.
They were just overplaying Laurel's left a minute ago and tried the entry pass for Shanique. That got picked off, so turnovers last three times down the court. Left corner. That three on the way was off the mark from Jacobellis. And here comes Shanique. Scoops it up and under off the iron. Floorboard to Grubb. And she'll push it. This is French into the paint. And I think a foul going to be called on JB. First foul of the ball game. 6:55 to go. First quarter. Reset on the shot clock. Visitors on top 7-3. Right inside off the entry, but that shorty was short for French. Second chance opportunity, though, for the Gulls. Dangerous pass picked off. Brianna Davis.
Good job there by Bree. Just slowing it up, realizing there's no numbers advantage, nothing happening with the fast break.
Entry to Tessa draws a foul on Rachel Ryan. 6'1" sophomore center from suburban Philadelphia. Lady Lions inbound baseline, fresh shot clock. Here's Tessa in the paint, turns to the bucket, can't get it, but got a foul.
And good job there by Tessa. We've seen it plenty of times this year. She uses that quick spin to go towards the middle. Either is able to get by and get the bucket or draw the contact as she was right there.
Fouls on Kaylin French. First one goes down for Tessa. French probably the key player for Salisbury. 9.9 a game, 7.3 rebounds. And Tessa gets them both. 2-point deficit. Lady Lions, 6.5 to go first. Inside they go, turning to the bucket and banking it home is Rachel Ryan. Salisbury averages just over 60 points a game on the season.
And there's just too much standing around going on by the Lady Lions right now. Salisbury's making life a little difficult as JB is able to knock down that three-pointer from the wing. But with the Lady Lions standing around and not doing a lot of off-ball screens, things like that, and Salisbury extending out their zone to that first white line just past half court, makes things extremely difficult.
And if JB is going to nail down a shot from that far out, that's going to stretch that zone and hopefully create some space inside.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get somebody coming from underneath, flashing up, just to make that defense have to play up. Because those top players on the zone are going to play as far up as they are. There's a lot of space from the middle of the paint to the three-point line where you'd be able to take advantage.
And as we say that, it looks like the Gulls have dropped into a man-to-man defense. Brianna, long two. Won't go, but work on the offensive board by Shanique. Could not get the putback.
Yeah, good offensive rebound there by Shanique. I think she was a little too worried about the contact she was anticipating. Just needs to go straight up with that one and not think about whether or not the refs are going to give her the call.
Oh, and they forgot about Rachel Ryan down low. Easy bucket. 3-point lead for the Gulls. Brianna Davis open right corner. Takes a minute to line it up and can't get the friendly roll. One chance only at the offensive end for Penn State Harrisburg. There's an offensive board, and fouled on the putback is Ryan. She will go to the line.
And a good foul there by Tessa. Just right place, right time for Ryan as the offensive rebound falls right to her. And Tessa just enough of a bump to make that shot go off target and not give up an easy two.
First trip to the line today for Salisbury. Jada Pettis will come on for Tessa. And missed a pair, so it was a really good foul by Tessa.
Got to come up with that rebound, though.
Yeah, this held ball, first one of the game, will go to Penn State Harrisburg, but you're right. You get what you need with the missed free throws.
But then you give up that possession arrow. It's fortunate you get possession, but you don't want to give up that possession arrow if you don't have to.
And especially since they moved the players out one block a few years back when lining up for free throws. I mean, the defending team should get it all the time.
You should have more an advantage. When you were down, as you were saying, Greg, when they had it below the block, the defensive play the defensive play would sometimes get pinned underneath there, but the way they have it now, that shouldn't happen as much.
Three-pointer on the way from the top. No good. Jada Pettis tracks it down, but held ball will go to the visitors. Madison Hemler on for the first time. She'll take JB. Under 4 to go, first quarter. Salisbury on top by 3. Here's French. Pulls up in the paint. Shot is no good, but it's off White. It'll be red ball.
Good help defense by Shanique on that one, though. Realized Madison had gotten beat middle, able to step up and force French into the floater as opposed to going right to the rim.
And they're going to call in from out on the pass back to the inbounder. Morgan Grubb had not reestablished when she took that return feed. So Lady Lions look to tie or draw within 1 on this possession. Laurel Amy, Shanique, Jada Pettis, Madison Hemler, and Brianna Davis, the 5 on the floor for the Lady Lions. Shanique in the corner. Little flying elbow by Madison Hemler on the screen over there.
Yeah, it looked like she was moving a little bit too. Needs to do a good job of keeping everything set. You think your feet might be set Yeah, it looked like she was moving a little bit too. Needs to do a good job of keeping everything set. You think your feet might be set, so you're okay there, but you got to watch the elbows. If any part of you is moving when setting that screen, more likely than not, they're going to tag you for the call.
Number 12 is Amber Onyekwere. I think we'll just be Amber for the terms of announcing on the webcast. Down to under 10 now on the shot clock. Inside the arc, a long two is long. Brianna Davis gets the board. Good defense that time by the Lady Lions. Shanique pulls up from down there, and down it goes. That form of that shot is one that you expect like 5 feet from the bucket.
Yeah, that looked like something like Steph Curry or something like that, going with the fade off of 1 foot in transition like that. But Shanique was able to get it to go.
Yeah. Inside they look to French. She loses it over the baseline. So defense the last time. They get the bucket from Shanique, and defense again.
Yeah, good defense there by Hemler. Great job fronting the post on that one, making the passing angle and the accuracy of that pass very difficult.
Delina Julian checks in for the Gulls, taking Morgan Grubb. 1 point game, visitors on top. 2.5 to go first quarter. Laurel Amy with some room to the bucket. Off the iron, there's Jada on the offensive boards twice and spins home the second one.
Terrific work there by Jada, but a fantastic job there by Laurel. They've been running that little handoff action quite a bit here in the first quarter. And Salisbury's been looking to try and double team it or trap it right away. Fantastic job there by Amy of faking the handoff, going right to the rim and getting herself a good look at the basket.
Jada Pettis commits a foul away from the ball, her first. JB back on for Brianna Davis. Here's Amber. Now inside. Fake shot. JB got a hand on it. Salisbury gets it back and throwing it high up off the glass and in was Courtney Brigham.
Just a fortunate roll right there and a fortunate bounce. Good job of JB by stripping that one loose, but just no one in a real position to try and get that one. As Shanique does the fake handoff herself this time, being able to fool Salisbury and get herself a bucket.
That's twice they're overplaying that handoff, and it's led to 2 Penn State-Harrisburg buckets. Lady Lions on top. First time, 14-13. French to the bucket, and let's see, a block. The referees looked at each other. Madison Hemler is going to pick up the foul. That was a close one.
Definitely a close one. I think just the position of where Madison was, not necessarily in the play, just a little off to the side, and gets the block and foul on that one.
Kaylin French will shoot 2. She has 2 this afternoon. Now she's got 3. Ariel Payne checks in for Madison Hemler. Second missed. Jada Pettis the rebound. Here come the Lady Lions. Oh, that pass was picked off. Read by French. She has no numbers, but that's not slowing her down. Into the paint and gets the bucket.
And you got to be able to stop ball there. And if you're Laurel Amy, just no need to throw that pass. I understand you're trapped a little bit, but no need to lead Jada like that. You got to be able to observe the floor and know where the defenders are at.
Inside the final minute of the first quarter. Shanique for 3. Down it goes.
And I like what Jada did right there. Got the ball, gave it to Laurel, and saw how far up that defense was playing. Set a screen on the Salisbury defender, which forces the other player at the top of that zone to shift over a little bit. And then Area with a great screen to get Shanique open on the wing for the three-pointer.
Inside, first shot blocked, second shot blocked. Once by Jada, once by JB.
And great job by Laurel there, just getting the ball and controlling possession, not trying to force the issue.
Only a few seconds difference on the shot clock and the game clock. Shanique for 2. That won't go. French the rebound. Shot clock will be unplugged now with 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Right baseline. Shot no good. Tipped away. Kept alive, and Ario comes out of there with it. Out of bounds with 5 seconds on the first quarter clock. Should be enough time to get a look.
Yeah, absolutely. You should be able to get a look, maybe a ball screen, definitely a few dribbles here, and get yourself a decent look at the basket.
Shanique will inbound it. There's JB. Back to Shanique. She's been hot. Here's a three. Back iron. And that'll do it for the first quarter. But they got a good look from the player that's been filling up the bucket the last couple of weeks in Shanique Mattis. And after
Tessa, JB, Bree, and Ario, you'll be able to spread the floor, let Tessa dominate inside, and then spread the floor and let Shanique and everybody else post up on the three-point line.
Shanique's last 3 games going back are 13, 23, 22.
Whew.
Ooh, traveling call on Tessa as we get underway in the second quarter.
Close one right there, and if you're Tessa, just don't give up that dribble right away. Keep that dribble alive. Maybe back dribble a little bit if you're trying to get that ball into JB to make that pass a little bit further so you don't have all the defenders bunched up against each other.
Thought about a three-pointer, tried an entry pass, and it went to JB, who throws a touchdown to Shanique. Inside Tessa. Paint, turns, no shot. Foul on the floor before the shot.
Looks like it's going to be a hand check on Rachel Ryan. Looked like she got 2 hands on Tessa in the post.
Second foul on Ryan, and she comes to the bench. Paige Bryce checks in, senior forward. Inside they go to Tessa again. Under the bucket, tough shot. Just rolls off.
I would have loved to see Tessa take one more dribble right there and a bit of a hop step just to gain her balance. Looked a little off kilter and was leaning a little bit, which I think forced that miss.
Shot on the way from Amber, and she gets it. Long 2. .52 freshman, Amber Onyekure. Tessa needs some help, and she gets it from Brianna. Ario will drive the right baseline, threw it off the player's foot. Now, after the ball went out of bounds, this official said kickball, but they didn't call it right away.
Right idea there by Ario, and I know this is going to seem kind of weird, but in that situation, I don't know if the bounce pass is the best idea just because of all the feet and all the hands that are right in that area. Take the hop step, as Salisbury is able to come up with a steal off the inbound. But if you're Ario, take the hop step there, gather yourself, and just throw a little over-the-head pass just to get that one in there. And Salisbury is able to come up with 2 off the turnover.
4 straight points for Amber. Visitors lead at 20-17. Tessa down low. Got the bucket. Then I say no foul. No shot.
Ground. I think they're going to call the foul on the ground.
Wow.
Be possession underneath for Penn State Harrisburg. But fortunate right there, too. They seem too keen and too trying to force that ball into Tessa there as it almost got picked off.
And the referees talked about it and confirmed on the floor prior to the shot. So it'll be a fresh 30 for the Lady Lions.
I'm not happy with the end result, but I'm happy that the officials at least got together to make that call.
And that was also the second. Actually, they didn't put that up. Or was that French?
That
second?
was French, yep.
Okay. So 2 on French and 2 on Ryan, with 8:14 to go in the second quarter. They look inside to Tessa. She's got it. Lays it up and in.
And right idea by the Lady Lions. Ryan's out. French is out. 2 of the post players for Salisbury go right in there, attack the post, and establish that presence down low.
Tessa has 4. Lady Lions trail by 1. McDonough, she'll drive baseline.
Should have been a carry right there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hesitation. And that long two was off the mark.
Got the NBA officials in here today. I half-heartedly expected JB to pull that one, but not the right pass there.
Yeah, maybe she should have pulled the trigger.
But good job in transition, getting back.
And Aereo swatted that one away right to JB.
Yeah, good job by Aereo. It's sometimes a bit of a risk when you try and double down from the same side, but Aereo able to just be quick enough there as JB's going with the little shake and bake.
Shot was short. Nice screen from Tessa. Created the space for JB. But, yeah, she was showing off the handle a little bit there. Down low, Shanique says, nah. Lady Lions continue to play good defense.
Yeah, they're playing the right kind of basketball right now for them. We've seen it from time to time this year where they try and play that up and down, fast-paced game, and it just doesn't work out well for them. When they're able to slow the game down, playing the half court, it works well for them, as Salisbury gets called for the travel right there. But when the Lady Lions are able to play the half-court game, things really work well in their favor. They're athletic on the defensive end, strong down low. And when you make them play defense, they're a tough team to score against.
Laurel Amy at the controls. Aereo Payne, JB, Jada Pettis, Brianna Davis are the five on the floor. Jada tried to force it into JB. She's going to get a kick ball out of that, fortunately, because that was a force going to the inside. Shot clock will stay at 17. 6.5 second quarter clock. Now they get it inside to Jada. Spins to the bucket. Too strong. Aereo nearly had the rebound, but lost control. And away they come, spinning to the bucket, and missing that shot was Brigham. One chance only for the Gulls. Lady Lions will look to go back on top again with this possession. Aggressive defense from Amber, fouling Aereo.
I like the way the refs have been calling this game so far today. Really just letting the players go after, not really having too much of an impact, and not a lot of stop and go.
Shanique and Tessa back on the floor. Lots of kind words for the officiating, Mr. Sedini.
They're doing their jobs right now. They're not giving me any reason to be angry.
Brianna drives. Shot no good. Look at Tessa work for that board. Just threw it too strong, trying to get it out to Shanique. And Amber feeds it inside, and that shot was blocked, but a foul.
I think they're going to get Jada for the foul.
Yep. Could have been a foul a little bit earlier when the Lions bumped Amber when she tracked down that ball. But, boy, from our perspective, we could see Tessa pretty much throwing two people out of the way to collect that offensive board before the turnover.
Yeah, tremendous effort by Tessa there, and she had the right idea. Not able to get a good look at the basket, just try and kick it back out. Just pass was just a little too high for Shanique to handle.
Grubb missed the first, makes the second. And it's a 2-point lead for Salisbury. Down to Tessa. She has help from Laurel underneath. Good look, good bucket, Laurel Amy.
Able to come away with one right there. Bit of a risk throwing that into two people with Tessa there, but Tessa uses the height advantage, comes up with it, and finds Amy for the easy two.
Koenig off the mark. Poked away by Laurel Amy. On the floor they go. Jada rolls it to Shanique. And here come the Lady Lions. To Tessa, down low. Look to the bucket, drew the foul.
That's what you got to love about Tessa, though. She does a tremendous job of just running the floor and outworking your post players.
And she knows, I think, she goes up for the shot every time she gets it down there, and she knows she's either going to have a great chance to score or she's going to get fouled.
Yeah, or she's coming up with the offensive rebound, too, because the one thing I love about Tessa's game, she's a quick leaper. She gets that shot up, she sees it hits the rim, and she's right back up there going for the offensive rebound. Good double jumps. And she hits her free throws, too.
That's a key. Tessa has 6. Lady Lions lead by 2, 23-21. Just past the halfway mark of the second quarter. Foul up high on Brianna Davis, her first. Fresh 30 for the Gulls. There's Koenig. She is their leading scorer, and a little extra shuffle to the feet on that fake pass. McDonough back on for Amber. Lady Lions with possession and a 2-point lead. Salisbury is really extending that defense out high.
Oh,
Shanique's going to be called for an offensive on the hook. Not sure about that one. Ross Patrick says, stay calm.
Gotta just worry about the next play right there. Good move by Shanique, but listen, sometimes the offensive player gets the defensive, can get an Oscar on you.
Corner, 3 on the way by number 3, Morgan Grubb, and it's good. Puts the Gulls back up 1. It's been a tight one from the jump. Neither team has had much of a lead. Shanique spinning, finds some space. Short with that 1 foot shot. And that's a foul going to be on Shanique as well. That's going to be 2 quick ones on Shanique with 3:50 to go second quarter.
And she can't let it get to her right now. She's had a good first half thus far. 2 fouls. Coach Patrick doing the right thing, taking her out. Just letting her have the 2 fouls to end the first half most likely.
Shanique, 10 points, 3 rebounds to the bench. And Grubb with the short jumper on the right baseline was off the mark. Here come the Lady Lions again. Katie Kosovac in the game. Looking for the screen. Now they get it to Laurel Amy. There's that overplay of Laurel's left. JB just inbounds. Into Tessa. To the hoop. Off the mark. 3-minute mark, second quarter. Lady Lions forcing the Seagulls deep into the shot clock on most possessions. That's a long 2, and it's good for Paige Bryce. Ross Patrick wants a timeout. 2:40 to go, second quarter. 3-point lead for the Gulls. Wasn't really. She got right up and she's fine.
I saw it in the corner of my eye, but I wanted to keep finishing the thought there.
That's a professional broadcaster, my friend. Good work. 2.5 to go, second quarter. Lady Lions trailing by 3. JB in the logo. Crossover dribbles. Gets it to Brianna Davis. 5 to shoot. Here's JB, left corner. Never hit the rim. Got to throw it up. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Madison Hemler got the offensive board, but couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, and the Salisbury's bringing that pressure right from the get-go as soon as the Lady Lions cross half court. You got to think about a ball screen high up there near the half court area and looking to set some off-ball screens as well, as they seem to be overplaying a lot.
And Madison Hemler just says, I'll take that basketball. And had Tessa And it just went off Tessa's fingertips. Couldn't control the pass. And it'll go back to Salisbury.
Yeah, right idea there by Madison. Got as far down as she could. Made the defender have to commit to her or Tessa. Defender goes with her, and Tessa just unfortunately not able to come up with that one.
Second consecutive full court pressure from the Lady Lions. Brianna Davis nearly made the steal. But the Gulls get it down the floor. Good hustle back by Brianna. And that three is good from Megan Koenig. So there's the leading scorer for the Seagulls, getting on the board this afternoon. And she gives her team a 6-point cushion. Minute and a half to go, second quarter. Inside JB, poked away. Gulls come out of there with it. And a foul on JB trying to get the basketball back. So Lady Lions have to be careful now. It's pretty much been a one-possession game either way. And suddenly Salisbury up by 6 and going to the line as Courtney Brigham will have a couple of free throws. And look who's checking in. Eric Sedini.
There's a blast from the past.
Rachel Miller back on the team and back on the floor. This is her first live game action since she returned to the Lady Lions program, wearing number 1.
Definitely excited to see Rachel back. Gives the team another shooter from the outside, able to help spread the floor a little bit. Be interesting to see what she's able to do, though. As you mentioned, Greg, just back recently. Got to wonder what that conditioning situation's like and everything like that after sitting out for close to a year and a half.
JB right side, all the way across to Brianna. Left corner 3. No good off the glass. One chance only as Bryce gets the rebound. Lady Lions down the floor. Koenig, too strong on the bank. Tessa on the glass. Bring it down the floor. You have numbers. And now Koenig gets back.
Oh.
Laurel, quick decision. I think she wasn't thinking about shooting.
She wanted that shot, but I think she saw the Salisbury defender in the corner of her eye and it just threw her off a little bit. And quick action there for Rachel as Coach Patrick's making the quick substitution.
47.8 until halftime. Salisbury leads it by 8. Try to keep this thing in single digits if possible. 20 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Pass picked off by Madison Hemler. She couldn't control it. And the Gulls get it back. Madison shaken up, out of bounds underneath to the bucket. Shot blocked by Jada Pettis. And a held ball situation as Madison got her way back onto the floor.
Good job by Madison, though. Takes the one fall, gets right back into the action, finds herself tied up again. Jump ball will go to Salisbury, but the shot clock remains at 4 seconds.
21.3 on the game clock. They inbound it to Bryce. That's a shot clock violation because it never hit the iron. She got the shot off out of her hand in time, but it was an air ball.
Good job by the Lady Lions there, just staying on top of everybody, not letting anybody get loose and find an open look at the basket.
The good defense continues, so here we go. 15 seconds to go. Shanique with the basketball. Crosses midcourt at 10 seconds. Drives right side. She'll go up with it. No good. Tessa offensive board. Miss. Her own board. Missed again, but got the foul.
And tremendous job by Tessa. Just stays so active down below. Not able to come up with not one, but 2 offensive rebounds and get herself to the foul line with a chance to cut into this lead right before the half.
And we hope they're counting all of those rebounds because that was 2. And with 1.7 to go, the first free throw's off the mark. Kosovac comes on for Shanique, just in case. Shanique has 2 fouls. Tessa will look to get it to 7 points. and gets the friendly roll.
Shooter's touch on that one.
Salisbury probably won't even get a shot off, and they don't even look for it all the way down the floor. Good job by the Lady Lions to force Salisbury into just dribbling it out. So we've reached halftime. Just about set to go with the start of the second half, and in fact we are underway. A little bit of technical checking with the equipment up here shortly before the ball was thrown in play, but third quarter, here we are. Lady Lions first possession. Brianna Davis short. Shanique, good job to find that rebound, but then she threw it away, and Kaylin French will just let it go out of bounds. It'll be Gulls basketball. Salisbury leads it by 7. 31-24. Shanique leading the way for the Lady Lions with 10. 9 different Salisbury players have scored, and their leading scorer is Kaylin French with 5.
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's spread out scoring that we talked about. Their 3 leading scorers on the season are 10, 9, and 8 points per game. Janelle steals that one away. Down the floor to Laurel Amy, who just saves it over her head. And fortunately, Shanique was there to grab it. So we'll see what the Lady Lions' strategy is in the second half. Here's Brianna, dribbled it off a foot. Kept it alive. Laurel Amy, baseline to Shanique. Low in the shot clock and rattled out. Got a decent look. So no scoring yet. A minute and a half into the third. Three-pointer on the way. Long. Tessa with the rebound. That miss was Jacobellis for the Gulls. JB, she's in the gym. That's her range and drills it.
Anywhere in the gym is range for JB as she drills that one from right around that blue elbow line for the side basket.
I can't throw the ball that far. That would be a baseball pass for me. That 3-point arc is about the limit of how far I can shoot the basketball. Good work down in the paint by Kaylin French, who gets the bucket.
Yeah, tremendous job by French of keeping that pivot foot down and just doing a good job of trying to find the right angle to get that shot up.
So +1 on the exchange of baskets for the Lady Lions. Shanique took it to the hoop and drew the foul.
I think that one's going to be on French, too. That would be her third. Interested to see if Salisbury will leave her on the court. Looks like they're going to be bringing in a sub.
Paige Bryce will check in, we think, for French. Jada Pettis comes on for Tessa. So Shanique with 11, bidding for 12. And she's got it. Leading scorer for the Lady Lions. So the Gulls had 9 players on the scoreboard, and Penn State Harrisburg has 5. It's a 4-point game. Visitors on top. McDonough giving some instructions. Jacobellis off the mark. JB the board. Sends Shanique away. No numbers. She'll pull it out. Wisely, I think. JB for 3. Jada can't collect the rebound. And here comes McDonough. Looking indecisive with the basketball was Bryce. Grubb had the 3, decided not to fire it. McDonough drives left, kicks it outside. Jacobellis. Down it goes for 3. That's a New Jersey player for you, Jacobellis.
I saw that on the roster. That's actually Marlboro, where she's from, the town over from Manalapan.
Right in your hood.
Yep.
inside of 10 already on the shot clock. Shanique into the paint, kicks it out to JB. Another 3 on the way. Off the iron, Shanique battles for the board and gets it.
Good job by Shanique there, able to fight for that one.
To the hoop in an unfriendly roll.
But too much standing around by the Lady Lions there. Shanique was in that corner for a good 5 seconds or so, and nobody on the Lady Lions offense did anything. All just standing there waiting for Shanique to make a play. Shanique's going to do her job. She's going to be able to spread that floor out, but you have to be able to move without the basketball, set some off-ball screens so that way she's able to use her vision and get somebody else an easy bucket.
All right, we've got the lineup up front that I think you and I both like, with Jada Pettis and Tessa Dolce both on the floor at the same time, as Brianna Davis and JB check out. Here's Tessa up high, Jada outside the arc. And both of those, now Jada goes inside, but both of those players were a long way from the basket.
Yeah, it looked like a little confusion there if who was supposed to set a screen. And Salisbury's doing a good job of keeping the ball to one side. The ball's on that left side of the court right now, and Penn State Harrisburg really not able to swing it and get the defense moving.
3 on the shot clock, and Shanique's inbound pass was picked off by Morgan Grubb. McDonough, Amber. They're trying to get Rachel Ryan posted up. Good defense by Tessa. Long 2 on the way, and stroked was Paige Bryce picking up the deuce.
It's a good shot right there. Just got Shanique to back off a little bit with the stab step and nails the jumper.
So it's up to a 9-point lead. Here's Jada down low. 3 seconds.
Yeah, Jada had position there for quite a bit there. Need to do a better job of getting the ball in there quicker so that way she doesn't get called for the 3 seconds.
Under 5 to go, third quarter. Gulls on top by 9. Ario went for the steal, did not get it. Down low, getting the bucket was Rachel Ryan. She's got 6. And double-figure lead for the Seagulls will force the timeout by Ross Patrick.
The Lady Lions aren't playing bad defense. Still doing a good job, I think, but offensively, just ice cold right now. Not able to get anything.
Down the row to our left. Anna Edmondson.
I believe the Lady Lions had their alumni game this morning, if I'm not mistaken. Was down in the stands at halftime talking with Kiara Carter and Rebecca Bailey, 2 former Lady Lions as well.
Lady Lions basketball. In they go to Tessa. And foul going to be called on Amber. A little too aggressively trying to strip it out of Tessa's control.
And the Lady Lions just looking a little too focused on trying to get the ball into Tessa there. And tremendous help defense by Amber. She was able to come over, got called for the foul, but
JB right off the bench. Long 2. JB has 8. Ario Payne just going to say good aggressive defense, and they call her for a foul.
It looks like they're going to get her with a little forearm check there. That call always depends on the ref that you have.
Fresh 30 as the Gulls throw it in. Down low they go, turning much too strong on the first 2 shots. They get a third look, and down it goes for Paige Bryce, who will go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
You normally see Tessa or Shanique do something like that for the Lady Lions. No one able to get a body on a Salisbury player, though, so they can come up with the defensive rebound.
Bryce missed the first shot. Ryan got the offensive board. She missed the putback. And then Bryce put it home and was fouled. $12-point lead. Salisbury. 13:40 to go. 3:40 to go. 13. 3:40 to go.
You're not wrong, Greg. 13:40 left in the entire game.
That's what I was looking at. Clearly. Foul away from the ball on Morgan Grubb, her second. Shanique on the floor with 3 fouls. Here's JB. Checks her footwork. Tessa, paint. That one was stolen by Amber. No numbers, but she gets it down into the forecourt. And they've got Grubb open on the left for 3, and she buries it.
And good defense there by Salisbury. They know Tessa's going to do that spin to the middle now. Tessa just needs to be a little more patient, look at the floor and see where the defender is at as Amy gets stripped at half court right there.
McDonough with the steal, and then she throws it into the paint, and Shanique stole it back. Shanique's going to go to the hoop. Up and not in, but she goes to the line.
Yeah, great job in transition there by Shanique. Had Amber backpedaling, had her thinking she was going to go up with her left hand, but is able to use a little Euro step, get to the middle, and draw the foul.
I was going to ask you if that qualified for the Euro step or not. It was a little baby Euro step.
Yep, close to it, just a little subtleness there just to get the defender off balance. As Shanique is nothing but net on the first.
Katie Kosovac back on along with Brianna Davis. Laurel, Amy, and Ario Payne to the bench. Shanique 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Give her 14. She is the Lady Lions' leading scorer at 13.7, so the average is going up after this one.
Yeah.
Full court press. The Gulls beat it. Down the floor they go to Bryce, but she kicks it back out to McDonough. And that triple is nothing but net, and the Gulls are shooting the lights out in the third quarter.
Yeah, thought the Lady Lions did a good job with that press at first, but Salisbury stayed patient and was able to come up with a 3 there.
Oh, they got the steal on turnover from Shanique, but traveled with it before they could get it down the floor. So Lady Lions catch a break, and Shanique will inbounds on the baseline. That's a 16-point lead for Salisbury. Tessa in the paint to the hoop, won't go, gets her own rebound. JB, little strong. Look at Shanique. Good job to get that rebound, but a foul on the floor.
That's one of those ones where you wish the ref didn't call the foul there. Great job by JB cutting to the basket there. And good vision by Shanique, but Salisbury's in the bonus, so Penn State shooting free throws for the rest of the quarter.
That will help the way Shanique's shooting her foul shots today. Grubb comes to the bench with her third. Shanique, 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. I like it.
You got to love it if you're Coach Patrick and the Lady Lions. Cuts into the deficit without using time on the clock.
And full court pressure. Trap. And Jada Pettis grabs the basketball, forcing the held ball situation. It'll stay with Salisbury, but that arrow will point the other way as soon as this ball is inbounded.
Yeah, tremendous job there by Jada and Tessa, just swarming the Salisbury player.
And now they get a trap in the corner, but Julian got out of it. That was a dangerous place, and Jada nearly had that pass picked off.
Yeah, and great job by the Lady Lions there. Able to recover quickly, move to the ball as the refs reverse their decision.
Wow.
As possession will now go to the Lady Lions.
I thought that Jada got her fingertips on it. They're talking about it.
I thought so too. I guess what they're discussing is if somebody, I think they're calling 10 seconds actually. The ref put down the ball and did the 10-second call. Not exactly sure what it was though, because I'm with you, Greg. I thought that one went off of Jada's hands.
So that would make sense. I was wondering what the double fives indication was. Shanique, step back 3. Air ball.
Not a good shot there for Shanique. And you see Coach Patrick on the side just put his hands over his head. Plenty of time left on the shot clock there. Why do you need to force that one?
Still a minute and a half to go, third quarter. Deficit is 14. Three-pointer on the way. Air ball from Julian. Saved nicely by the Gulls. McDonough will take a three. Back iron. Tessa the board. Shanique will run the controls. Down to Tessa underneath. She's too far under the bucket, though. Got some help from JB. It'll be Lady Lions basketball, tipped away by Megan Koenig. 19 to shoot, 1:11, third quarter clock. Brianna up high. And lots of action away from the ball. Foul going to be called on Salisbury. 11?
I think it's a clock issue.
Okay.
Because the ref looked like he was signaling for a side out of bounds.
Looks like he wants 13 on the shot clock. Game clock changing also. 1:04 in the third quarter, 13 on the shot clock. JB will throw it in front of the Lady Lions bench. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Again, a iffy inbound to Brianna, but Lady Lions control it. Here's Shanique, 5 to shoot. Is she aware of the shot clock?
She's not.
Drove it to the hoop, but it was late. Shot clock violation.
And somebody needs to make Shanique aware, whether it's the bench. Couldn't tell if Coach Patrick was aware either, but somebody needs to let Shanique know what's going on with the shot clock there. She was dribbling at the top of the key for a good 4 or 5 seconds.
And you're right there in front of your own bench. That communication should be better. And down low, 2-on-1 situation. Easy bucket for Rachel Ryan off the dish from Dalina Julian. And the lead is 16. JB needs help. Oh, threw it away.
She had Tessa right there. I don't know why she was trying to go all the way across debris when she had Tessa right in front of her.
McDonough missed the layup, but JB commits a foul. It's JB's third. .3 in the third quarter. Shot clock unplugged as the Gulls inbound. Julian looking for help, swatted away. They say off the fingertips of Rachel Ryan. It'll be Penn State Harrisburg basketball with 17.4.
Interesting play there by Julian. Shot clock's unplugged. You have the 16-point lead. Why are you not holding for the final shot of this quarter?
Shanique, 6-5. Tried to get it to Jada Pedersen, went off a leg, and Salisbury got the steal, but they do get a shot away, but just wildly off the glass. So we've reached the end of the third quarter after 3. Salisbury 51, Penn State Harrisburg 30.
Lady Lions a little bit, which is in part what led Salisbury to get out to the 16-point lead entering the final quarter of play.
On the Penn State side, Shanique leads the way with 16. She also has 6 rebounds. JB has 8. Tessa has 7 points, 7 boards. And the Lady Lions turned it over on the first possession of the fourth quarter.
Just sloppy right there.
Gulls should be in no particular hurry on any possession from this point out.
No, if you're Salisbury, you got to use the majority of the shot clock each time around and really force the Lady Lions to play basketball.
And you can't be giving up second chance opportunities either. They had one there but could not convert on it. JB defended out high by Paige Bryce, as she should be. They know JB well enough to know that what her range is. Madison from JB range did not get it. Rebound to Julian.
And just a poor offensive possession there from the Lady Lions. That ball was on the left side of the court, with the exception of that shot from Madison, as Salisbury is able to bury a three-pointer, but Laurel Amy was standing in the corner that entire possession, not making herself even be a threat for the defense to have to worry about her. And when that happens, then Salisbury is able to play and focus more on down low with Jada and Tessa and send those double teams.
Shanique for three. Off the iron, floorboard to Julian. Julian with that three a minute ago for Salisbury means that all 10 players that have stepped on the floor today for the Gulls have scored.
It's tough to beat a team when that happens, as Julian lines up the three there.
Almost looked like a pass. That was way off the mark. You're not going to pass it to anybody off the glass, but that went right into the hands of Rachel Ryan, and she got fouled by Jada Pettis. Third on Jada. JB has 3 fouls. Shanique has 3 fouls, and now Jada with 3. Ryan was 0 for 2 from the foul line until that one. Tessa and Brianna back in. Jada and Madison Hemler to the bench. And Rachel Ryan, kind of a Markel Fultz shooting form from the free throw line, but she got them both.
As long as they fall, right?
Yep. Shanique looked to drive. Now they get it into Tessa. Turns to the hoop. Off the mark. And commits a foul, trying to get her own rebound.
And not a bad shot by Tessa right there, but you see Laurel Amy's defender standing closer to Tessa when she catches the ball than she is to Laurel. So, again, you got to make yourself available if you're Laurel. Be in a shooting position to at least make the defender have to keep an eye on you and not give the majority of her attention to Tessa.
Under 8 to go, fourth quarter. Visitors on top by 21. Driving to the hoop, turning around and shooting. Koenig off the mark, but an offensive board for Bryce. And the Gulls can burn another 30 seconds off the clock if they wish. Koenig running one-hander off the mark. JB the board. Down the floor to Shanique. Back to JB for 3. Off the iron. Floorboard Julian. Now McDonough.
If I'm not mistaken, Greg, the Lady Lions have put up a goose egg here thus far in the fourth, not getting a point on the board.
Koenig with the bucket. You are correct, sir. We are over 3 minutes into the quarter. Laurel Amy to the bucket. And there it goes.
Got to give the old announcers hopes for him.
Somebody took the lid off. Here is Koenig. Inside they go to Rachel Ryan, and 3 seconds?
I think so.
Jada Pettis back on. Jada along with Shanique, Katie Kosovac, Tessa, and Laurel Amy. 5 on the floor for the Lady Lions, who trail by 21. Just over 6 minutes to go. Shanique looked inside for Jada, and it was picked off by Kaylin French.
And just too locked on to Jada right there. Tessa was flashing up towards the elbow. Had herself a nice little open jumper from that white line just below the free throw line, but Shanique just locked on to Jada trying to get the ball to her there. And a beautiful, absolutely beautiful spin move there from Paige Bryce as she gets the contact and a chance at a 3-point play.
With the free throw would become the second Salisbury player to get into double figures today. Madison Hemler back on, along with Nicole Hill, who we're seeing for the first time this afternoon. So here's Bryce, old-fashioned three. She's got 10. Bryce and Rachel Ryan with 10 apiece. And numbers up and down the scorebook on the Salisbury side. The lead is 24. Nicole Hill's shot was blocked, but Bryce stepped on the end line, so it'll be Lady Lions basketball. Shot clock at 10. Koenig comes out. Shanique will go up top to Kosovac. Under 10 to shoot. Are they aware? 5, 4 to Tessa. She's got to shoot it.
Someone needs to say something.
Nobody said anything.
How many times are you going to allow the shot clock to run out without letting your teammate know what's going on? That's just poor awareness from everybody, from the coaches to the players to the bench. Somebody needs to let Tessa know that the shot clock is running down. That's the second time we've seen that this quarter.
And we've got the headphones on up top, so down low they found Jacobellis for an easy 2. Sometimes we can't pick it up because we've got the headphones on, but you would have thought that there would have been some obvious shouts coming from the Penn State Harrisburg bench to get the shot off.
Yeah, I mean, Greg, we're not even on the court right now, and we seem to be a little bit more concerned with the shot clock than they do.
It's down to 10 again on this possession.
And again, you have nobody on that left side of the court even moving just until right there.
Shanique's got to throw it up. Got it off. It was an air ball, though, so it's going to go as another shot clock violation. It's at least 3 today. At least 3. And with a 26-point deficit, Rachel Miller is going to take Shanique. So I'll have the opportunity to give Rachel a bit of a run. She was on briefly in the second quarter, I believe.
And if you're Rachel right now, I understand that the score doesn't look great, but you just got to come out there and you got to play hard. Still a lot of season left, and she could possibly have an impact on this team. So for her, just come out right now and show that you deserve to get some extra minutes.
Wow, and Jacobellis just drills a 3. And as that shot clock was winding down for Salisbury, we could hear the entire bench counting it down. So there was no question. Not getting that kind of support from the Penn State Harrisburg bench when they're at the end of the court to our left. Madison got stuck. Ooh. Came close to banging her head on the floor when she went down. She is okay. Foul on Kaylin French. Her 4th. She goes to the bench with 3:43 to go. Probably the last we'll see of her. And tracking it down. The referee was looking at that, but backcourt not called. Here's Tessa. Gets the bucket. Good feed from Rachel Miller. Tessa's got 9 to go with 7 rebounds. I think she was shorted at least 1 rebound, though. And that one trip when she had 2 rebounds, I think they only gave her 1. She's had 3 double-doubles in a row. Here's Jacobellis. That's way off the mark. Right on our sight line to the basket. Out of bounds over to the Lady Lions, 66-39. Four points in the fourth quarter. They scored 7 in the second, 11 in the third, and only 4 so far in the fourth quarter. There's Rachel Miller at the controls. Nicole Hill. Inside they go to Madison. Turns to the bucket and draws a foul on Maria. I think she's just going to be Maria, if that's okay with you. Metzaorg.
I have no idea, and I don't even want to think about that one. Seems like a foreign player, too, from Estonia.
Yep. A lot of vowels in that last name. Madison gets the first. So we'll go first name basis with a couple of the Gulls, Amber and Maria. Madison, both free throws. 66-41, 2:45 to go. Amber gets fouled by Rachel Miller. Miller. Gulls will inbound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. And they get the reset. They're running really the normal offense. And the running one-hander good from Koenig, who has 7. But they're up 27 now, and they just stayed in that attack offense. And 68 points today for a team that averages 60 on the season. Jacobellis picks up a foul. Inbound to Rachel Miller, back to Madison Hemler, long 3, off the iron. Rebound to Preller. And here they go. They're not trying to wind any clock. And there's a 3. Ooh. Bang. April Preller just drills it, and they've got 71.
Surprised to see the quick offense from Salisbury. You know, with time and score the way it is, you would think the backups would come in, kind of run the offense just to show the coach that they know what's going on in practice. But they've come out here and they've just continued to play regardless of the time and score.
Under 10 on the shot clock again. Here's Rachel Miller. Madison for 3. Back iron. Tessa, the long board, gets it to Rachel Miller with a 3 on the way. Unkind rim. Madison Hemler, good job offensive glass. She'll go back to the line.
Good job by the Lady Lions on that possession, though. Not giving up on the play. They get 2 offensive rebounds and a chance at 2 from the line.
Tessa now with 9 and 8. Madison Hemler with 3, all from the line. Try to make it 4. 3 out of 4 from the line for Madison. Wow, there's another 3.
I mean,
off the mark from Jacobellis. You don't like that, huh?
No, you got to take that one. I mean, if no one's going to guard you, you kind of got to take it.
Inside a minute to go. Madison Hemler's shot was blocked. Tessa found it, kicked it out to Kosovac. Her shot on the way is short, and it's rebounded by Preller. Down to 40 seconds to go, about a 10-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. Brigham gets the bucket and a foul on Nicole Hill.
I'm not so sure about that one. Looked like she lowered the shoulder a little bit. And just given the time and score of the game, I know it's not right to say this if you're the ref, to let time and score affect your calls, but in this situation, is it really worth it to call that one?
Foul shot no good, and an offensive rebound by Preller. And it's Gulls basketball with 26.8, so the shot clock is unplugged. They can dribble it out if the Lady Lions allow them. And Amber finally will step almost all the way out to midcourt and just dribble it.
It looks like that's going to be the case.
So Salisbury's offense, especially in the second half, on fire. Too many turnovers for the Lady Lions.
Just a tale of 2 halves. That run by Salisbury to close out the first half carried over for them into the second half, and they were just absolutely dominant for the final 20 minutes of play.
So that's the final buzzer.